That would be 49Z listening.
W8WKY.
KDA SLG, WB4AIZ.
WB4AIZ, this is KD8SLG. What's up there, Chuckles?
Oh, not buddy. Well, I know. The usual. By the way, you were just over on were you over on 6 meters just recently?
Yeah, I was over on 6 meters at WO3X. He saw you in the blue screen. 42993 Allstar Node is working for me, but apparently Echolink was not functioning as well.
Okay. Sometimes that's what I figured, but I don't. Man, I couldn't. I wasn't getting a full read out on the voice. That just confirms it. It's okay. At least I was able to get over on 6 meters. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, usual routine for, I don't know if you got anything to do with it tonight or not. Over.
WB4AIZ KD8SLG. I was getting into that 6 meter net on my Allstar Node. But I was able to hear them on my radio, on my 7100 on RF. So hopefully by next week I'll figure out how to program this thing in to get into 6 meter repeaters. I think I have to do split and just put in the new frequency and just work it like that, because it doesn't seem to have repeaters set up for 6 meters.
Well, Roger. Okay. Of course, I'm just glad to see they had an Echolink link. And I said yes and used the repeater. Be the same. Alrighty. Have a good one. I'll be waiting for the hot chick.
All right, buddy. I think K8VOX. No, not VOX. VZA. I'm sorry. Eric is going to be doing a pre-show tonight, so he's probably listening right now and jotting everything down. As for me, I have no responsibilities whatsoever, and that's probably the best place for me on Sunday nights. So there. Chuck, always a pleasure. WB4AIZ KD8SLG. We'll talk to you later, Chuck. I make sure you get on the list.
Roger. Thank you, sir. One more repeater for my Worthall Echolink certificate. WB4AIZ.
KD8SLG. Congratulations to KE8YUG and KF8ANS for having electricity. KD8SLG.
I'll echo that. Congrats to Josh and Marie for getting their power back finally. KE8VZA. So, KE8VZA here. We will be starting the BeaconNet pre-show at the bottom of the hour at 9:30 Eastern, and I currently have a NetLogger window open, and grabbed a few check-ins from the blue screen there. And if anybody else is out there and would like to get an early check-in with a front row seat, we have a few minutes here before the announcer comes on. I'm listening.
W8WKY.
Please recognize Kilo Charlie 8 Echo Yankee Dave in East Sparta.
Kilo Charlie 8 Lima Yankee Golf DC8LYG Rick and Maslin Portable.
All right, KE8VZA returning. Last two check-ins there, I copy KC8EEY, that's Echo Yankee, Dave, and KC8LYG, Rick. This is KE8VZA here. We have about 4 minutes till our announcer comes on and kicks off the pre-show. I will be your pre-show net control. And personal here is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie. If you'd like to get on the list before the pre-show, get a really good seat, I'm listening. KD8SLG, KE8VZA, are you near your radio? Going to get a cool beverage.
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. I'm here. I've already got a cold beverage. So have at it, man. Anybody out there up for a quick QSO before the girl makes the announcement. This is KD8SLG.
KD8SLG, K4OG.
There's my man Mark in the middle. You original gangsta, what you been doing all weekend, man? I missed you.
Aw, KD8SLG, K4OG, missed you too. I just wanted to say, Nick, thank you very much, because when you say you know a guy, man, you know a guy. Ron has hooked me up with the antenna mount for the back of the truck. It looks awesome. I'll have it all painted up and I'll show it off at the meeting Thursday. K4OG, back to SLG.
You know, Mark, that would probably mean something more if when I say I know a guy, it meant someone other than Ron. But yeah, KBLNK is the guy to know if you need some coax made, or you need something fabricated, or you need a brake job, or you need your exhaust bent around, or you need someone with a bucket truck, or you just need someone to talk to. KB8LNK. Don't let anyone know that I announced that on the radio. That's all I got. That is the be all and get all of it. Hopefully he's sleeping tonight, but yeah. Ron's been nothing more than a great friend, absolutely indispensable for field day, and always ready to lend a hand for anybody that needs something that needs done. We're now 15 seconds away from the announcement, so no one, please don't say anything for the next 10 seconds. This is KD8SLG, waiting for the girl.
K8QKO, anything?
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
QKO, we're going to have a talk later. This is KD8SLG, K8VZA, take it away.
All right, thanks there, Just Nick. This is KE8VZA, Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, calling QST. This is the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. That is frequency 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. This is a directed pre-net. I ask that all traffic come through net control, yours truly, and emergency traffic or urgent traffic is please break in at any time. At this point, I'll take a break for any emergency or urgent traffic. All right, hearing nothing. We're going to go ahead and go down our list of our net control team stations and do our ever-popular Mickey Mouse roll call. So we'll start at the top with our Master of Ceremonies, who will be running the show at the top of the hour, Nick at Night. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar. How you doing out there, Nick?
K8QKO, doing well, sir. Doing well. Just waiting for the net to start up. So with that, I'll pass it back to you for your fine pre-show. K8QKO.
All right, thanks, Nick. You're sounding quite a bit better than last time I heard you, which I think may have been Wednesday. If not Wednesday, it was Sunday, but you're sounding a lot better. That's good. Okay, we'll clear with KE8QKO for now. We will hear him shortly. And next on the list is Dustin, KD8EPC. Are you out there tonight, Dustin, and are you going to stick around for the net tonight?
K8VZA and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8EPC. Well, good evening, Eric, and good evening to Nick at Night there and everybody else. We're here We're going to play some radio, and we'll be in the NetLogger screen here as soon as we get the computer fired up. I don't know if it updated or what, but it's taken a while to fire back up. So with that, KD80 PC, back to pre-net control.
All right, always good to hear you, Dustin. Glad you're going to stick around tonight. Got you on the list here. Yeah, when the PC is slow to restart, it always makes me nervous, always. So we'll clear with KD8 EPC for now and go on down to Just Nick, KD8 SLG. How you doing tonight, Just Nick? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KD8 VZA, this is KD8 SLG. Good evening, Eric, and all the beacon netizens. Holy cow. I was in there earlier. I think Dustin's just playing with this man. NetLogger works. He's just goofing off, trying to find an excuse not to be here tonight. Yeah, I'm going to be here, Eric. And Nick, you sound so much better than last week, man. Even better than Tuesday night. Even better than Wednesday morning. You're back again, man. You're back again, Nick, at night. I'm here for the duration. KD8 SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Just Nick. Very good. Our sponsor squeaked in a coded ID while you were speaking. Anyway, we'll clear with KD8 SLG for now and go on down to our next station and see if he's here. Josh, W8HRF. Are you out there tonight, Josh, and are you going to stick around for the net? All right, hearing nothing, we'll go down and give a shout out for Lucy, KE8YUK. Are you out there, Lucy? And are you going to stick around for the net tonight? I guess not. So maybe they're taking the night off. They have no responsibilities tonight, so that's fine. Next is KI5DAY. He's usually on the other net before this one, but we'll shout out for him anyway. KI5DAY. Alan, are you out there yet? All right, nothing heard. Have no fear. He will join us in a bit. Okay, so I have grabbed several stations from the blue screen. I'll go ahead and read them off, and that way you know you're on here, and we'll take a few more check-ins. So first I have KE8YUG, Josh, and after that KF8 ANS Marie, and they both have power again, finally, and that's good news. In the customary 10th slot is Ray, K5CFY, who's on the other net also. He'll join us shortly. And then Eddie, W3ETB, followed by Dave, KC8EEY, Rick, KC8LYG, Chuck, WB4AIZ. Chuck asked to be in and out tonight. I grabbed Mark. He didn't even know I grabbed him, K4OG. And Tom, KA8MNT, Jeannie, KC3QND, and Andy, AB8MO. All right, that's who we have thus far. Anyone else wanting to check in, please call now.
Kilo, Foxtrot, 8, Golf, KF8G, Brian in Norton.
Kilo Echo 8, ZZR, Kilo Echo 8, Zulu, Romeo, KE, ZZR, Harry and Wadsworth.
All right, I'll pick it up there. I copied KF8G, Brian, and KE8ZZR, Harry. Gotcha. I did eyeball you in the blue screen while you were checking in there, so you are on here, Harry. Any other check-ins, please call now.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, WV3K, Phil here in Uniontown, or excuse me, in Canal Fulton.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Bravo November Foxtrot, KF8, BNF, Mike, and West Park.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there. KE8VZA returning. Okay, in that last batch, I picked up WV3K Phil and KF8BNF Mike. And there was another station out there who could barely hold the repeater and really had no audio. If you want to give it another shot, please go ahead now. KE8VZA returning. I'm very sorry, I really could not copy that. You held the repeater better that time. Your audio was a tiny bit better, but I really could not copy what you were saying. If you could possibly, if you're using an HT, move to a different location and give it a shot in a little bit here. We're going to go ahead and ask for more check-ins. Any other check-ins, please call now.
Whiskey 8, Mike Papa Golf Jim in New Franklin.
Kilo Charlie 8, Romeo Bravo Tango, K8RBG Mobile.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there. KE8VZA returning. We picked up two more stations there. Whiskey 8, Mike Papa Golf, Jim got you on the list. And the last station here, I think I might not have your last letter correct. I copied KC8 Romeo Bravo Golf, or was that Romeo Bravo Tango? Could you please confirm?
Kilo Charlie 8, Romeo Bravo Tango.
All right, John, Kilo Charlie 8, Romeo Bravo Tango. Thank you. I got it that time. Any other check-ins, please call now.
KE8 QFT. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Foxtrot Tango.
All right, Fred, got you there. KE8QFT. All right, anybody else before we start to work this list? Please call now. Okay, hearing nothing. We'll work the list in just a sec. I'd like to re-identify. This is the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. 147 Mark 390, positive offset, and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8 if you'd like to check your radio settings there. Okay, first on the list is Josh, KE8YUG. How you doing tonight, Josh? And good news, got the power back. And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Eugene. Really good to hear you, Eric. And yeah, I'll be sticking around. Yeah, we got power back, well, maybe 2 hours ago, yeah. So 6 days without power, and it's good to be back. But I'll be sticking around. I'll send it back to control. This is KE8YUG.
All right, Josh, very good. Gotcha on the list as sticking around. Okay, next, as he passes the microphone to her, is Marie, KF8ANS. How you doing, Marie? And I'm sure you're happy to have power back. And are you going to stick around for the big net tonight as well?
K8BZA, this is KF8ANS. Hi, Eric. Good to hear you and to talk to you. We've been listening, but now we can finally talk. And, you know, because it uses more battery on the HC, so trying to conserve and stuff. I will be sticking around tonight. Looking forward to it. This is KF8ANS, back to pre-net control.
All right, Marie, very good. And I really am glad you guys got your power back. 6 days, that's just too long. Anyway, it was a heck of a storm that blew through here, though. A lot of damage. So good to hear you. Got you on the list there, Marie. We'll clear with KF8ANS. And we'll roll down to Ray, K5CFY. I don't think he's out here yet, but Ray, are you out there? And are you going to stick around for the net tonight? All right, hearing nothing, have no fear. We'll circle back and pick up Ray. Next on the list is Eddie, W3ETB. How you doing tonight, Eddie? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yeah, hi, Eric. Yeah, I'll be here. I want to hear what those trivia questions are. I might actually even be able to stay up for the entire thing tonight. We'll see how that works out. W3ETB, back to net.
All right, Eddie, very good. Good to hear you tonight. Got you on the list here. W3ETV will clear with you and head on down to Dave. KC8 Echo Yankee. How you doing tonight, Dave? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
I just want everybody to know that I have no responsibility either. Don't want no responsibility, and what things that I am responsible for, I claim no responsibility. Yeah, I'll be sticking around, probably in and out, may not get too involved tonight, but working on the computer here. Had a memory chip go out in it, or memory card, I should say, and it's been limping along. Now I got a new card in there, and it's back running again. So it's kind of fun having a computer that has full memory and doing its thing. Okay, well, 7301 will be here listening and having fun.
All right, Dave, very good. Yeah, that's the best way to have it, stacking up your no responsibilities like that. That's great. I love it. All right, good to hear from you, Dave. We will put you on the list as in and out, and if you want to jump back in there whenever the opportunity presents itself to do a recheck, feel free. So we'll clear with KC8EEY. Good luck with the computer. And we'll go on down to Rick, KC8LYG. How you doing tonight, Rick? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Good evening, everyone. This is KC8LYG. I will be listening, but I probably won't be sticking around. I'm portable outside by the fire, and the wife's out here with me talking, so it's kind of hard to pay attention to everything. But everyone have a a good net and safe out there. And I'll say 73s. KC8LYG, back to net control.
All right, Rick, very good. Sitting out by the fire sounds like a good thing. Seems like a nice night to do that, too. So enjoy, and thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. I could hear the crackle of the fire there, too, or maybe that was a little static, but you were 100% copyable. Just bringing a little bit of that crackle with you. But thanks, Rick, 73, and come back when you can hang around for a bit. Anyway, we'll clear with KC8LYG, and WB4AIZ Chuck was in and out. Thanks, Chuck, 73. And next on the list, whether he knows it or not, is K4OG, Mark, original gangsta. How you doing tonight, Mark? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
VZA, K4OG. Good evening, Eric and everyone. Well, Eric, you know, last week I reached out and touched you on the blue screen, and tonight you've grabbed me out of thin air. Man, if people figure out we were ex-sailors, they're going to talk. Anyway, I'm about tired out, Eric. I'm going to get my beauty rest. This sounds like it's going to be shaping up to be a fantastic net. I hate to miss it, but all you guys have fun, and it's sleepy time for me. K4OG, good night.
All right there, Mark. Well, we'll just let them wonder and speculate. I guess that could be dangerous too. But anyway, good to hear you tonight. And somebody's got to grind that coffee in the morning. We depend on it, right? So thanks, Mark, for checking in. Get a good rest tonight. And 73, we'll catch you on down the log here. Next on the list is Tom, KA8MNT. How you doing tonight, Tom? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KA8VZA, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Eric and everybody else that's on here. Well, I'm still recovering from some surgery, so I think I'm going to be hitting the hay here pretty quick. So I just thought I would say 7-3s to everybody and have a great evening. With that, I'll turn everything back over to KE8VZA.
Okay, Tom. Well, hey, don't resist the gravity that's pulling you into the pillow. Give into it. Get a good night's sleep. It's good to hear you tonight. 73, Tom. And hope your recuperation continues to go well, like it sounds like it is. We'll clear with KA8MNT and go down to Jeannie, KC3QND. How you doing tonight, Jeannie? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KC3QND. Yeah, I just might stick around for a while until I get tired, and then I'll probably go to bed. But good to hear everybody tonight, and Uncle Fred sounds good. Haven't heard him. And just glad to hear everybody, and glad for Josh and Marie with the electric, and it's all getting good, so talk to you all later. KC3QND, back to you, Eric.
All right, Jeannie, always good to hear you. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll clear with KC3QND. Next on the list is Andy, AB8MO. How you doing tonight, Andy? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8ZZA, this is AB8MO. I'm going to try. Got 147015 Newberry connected tonight. I was without power for about 2 days, It came on for about a day, and then it was out for another about 12 hours, and now it's back on again, but my internet doesn't work. So this is, I'd rather not come on Echolink if I don't have to, but I hope I don't sound all garbly-gooky like I've heard some people tonight. If I sound all robot, I'll just disconnect the repeater and come in on Echolink. So I hope it sounds okay. Back to you there, Eric. This is AB8MO.
All right, Andy. Actually, you're sounding very good coming from the 015. I did notice it was linked. That's a good sign. Sorry about your power. Hope it stays in there, hangs in there for good now, and hope your internet comes back soon. And I think stations coming in from the 700 are the ones that may be sounding garbled. I think. Anyway, AB8MO, we'll clear with you, and we'll roll on down to Brian, KF8G. How you doing tonight, Brian? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
W8WKY.
Yeah, I'll stick around. I'm not much for trivia, but I'll stick around. And Nick, I've got some programming done for your 7100, so hopefully I remember to take the computer to the party, but I'll keep it short. You've got a lot of people to go through. KF8G, back to net.
All right, thanks, Brian. Got you on the list. We'll clear with KF8G and head on down to Harry, KE8ZZR. How you doing tonight, Harry? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Hey, good evening, Eric. This is KE8ZZR. No, I think I'm going to get my ticket punched tonight. Just got back from 5 days of camping or home for a day, and I'm back on the road Tuesday down to Indian Lake State Park down by Findlay, Ohio. So that's about it. I just want to say hope everybody has a good night, and we'll talk to you later on and see everybody next Sunday at the picnic. 73. This is KE8ZZR.
All right, Harry. Look forward to seeing you at the picnic, and enjoy your trip. We'll clear with KE8ZZR 73. Harry, thanks for checking in. Next on the list is Phil, WV3K. How you doing tonight, Phil? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
VZA, WV3K. Good to hear you, Eric. I think I'm going to resend on that. I've got a 2-hour appointment with the VA tomorrow, so I need to get some rest. It's going to be a little lengthy for me, and I do need to get the rest. So I hope I know that you'll have a very good net tonight. You conduct them very well, and I appreciate what you do when we're testing together or when we're just having fun together, talking on the Beacon Net and any other nets that are being held. So with that, 73 to all, and God bless, and thank you very kindly for allowing me to check in here. VZA WV3K, and I'm going to be clear.
All right, Phil. Well, get a good night's sleep so you're fresh in the morning for the VA. Hope everything goes well with that. Thanks for checking in, 73. Next on the list is KF8BNF. Michael, good to hear you tonight, Michael. Are you going to stick around for the big net?
KF8BNF here. Yeah, stick around. It was a great day today, beautiful weather, and we had a church picnic with an abundant amount of fried chicken. You can't go wrong there. KF8BNF.
All right, Michael, very good. Got you on the list of sticking around. I'm going to whip through these kind of fast here. So next on the list is W8MPG. Jim, are you going to stick around for the big show?
Affirmative. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to stick around, and I'll give it right back to you so you can get back to the list. W8MPG.
All right, thanks, Jim. Got the list is sticking around. We'll clear with W8MPG, and we're going to roll on down to KC8RBT, Romeo Bravo Tango. John, are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
No, I don't think I'll be able to tonight. The baby's been asleep through the night last couple of weeks, but got a lot after a week of the hospital. So 73 to everybody, and I'll be clear. KC8RBT.
All right, John, good luck getting caught up on everything. Appreciate the check-in. 73, we'll clear with KC8RBT. Next on the list is Fred, KE8QFT. How you doing tonight, Fred, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
Fine. Yes. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Fred. We'll clear with, got you on the list as sticking around. We'll clear with KE8QFT and go on down to Mac, KI5RFI, down in Arkansas. How you doing tonight, Mac? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Good evening from the great state of Arkansas. Yes, sir, I will be sticking around for the long haul. Back to you and have a great one. KI5RFI.
All right, Mac, very good. Glad to hear that Arkansas is represented tonight. Got you on the list as sticking around. We'll clear with you, and we're going to roll on down to KC8FQV. Mark, I picked you up from the blue screen. How you doing tonight, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yes, KCFQ. I'm going to stay around for the big show. We're coming through Newberry as a repeater, and so it's working and coming back. And yeah, right now, you know, some people may not have internet, some people may. Yeah, you might not have electricity, but you possibly could have internet. So you have a modem, power that thing up with some type of AC power and see, because you might have it. Because there's A, B, and C phases. Some phases may be up, some phases may be down. It all depends on what phase they put that power supply on. And they don't know, because the electric company just puts them wherever they are, you know, say they need the thing. So they don't know where and what phase they get on. So, but one thing I would say, they're going to have a lot better system there because of a rebuild. That's something they're forced into doing it. So back it comes, KCFQ, and I'll be around.
All right, Mark, very good. Got you on the list, just hanging around. Good to hear you tonight. And yeah, sometimes I don't know what phase I'm hooked up to. So I sometimes have to hook myself up to a meter and check that. Anyway, thanks, Mark. Okay, it's time. It's 1 minute past. I tried so hard, Nick, to get finished by the top of the hour. So KE8QKO, take her away.
KE8QKO, not a problem, Eric. Not a problem at all. Thank you for the pre-show and fine business as always. All right, I'm going to bring up the right window here so I can read my little pre-recorded words, or pre-written words. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar. And I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WWQI repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is direct net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside Network, and various other repeaters, so we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. Okay, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, sounds like Eric did a pretty good job on the pre-show. Thanks again, Eric. And we can start going through our net tonight. We're going to start by going back to Eric, K8VZA, to get our primary trivia question. So, Eric, take it away.
W8WKY.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with the main trivia question. So, being that tornadoes, at least for the Ohio crew up here, are a hot topic of conversation and the devastation that they can wreak, the trivia question has to do with tornadoes. So, the U.S. has the most tornadoes of any country in the world annually. How many tornadoes does the U.S. average per year? The possibilities are Alpha, 800, Bravo, 1200, Charlie, 1600, or Delta, 2000. I'll drop it for a minute and come back and read it a second time. KE8VZA returning with the second reading of the main trivia question. The U.S. has the most tornadoes of any country in the world. How many tornadoes does the U.S. average per year? The possibilities are Alpha, 800, Bravo, 1200, or Charlie, 1600, or Delta, 2000. I will put this in the blue screen in a minute. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Another fine question. I have my guess written down, and I'll share out later as my prerogative entails. But that's a pretty good one. Thank you, sir. Looks like I do not see Alan in the blue screen, and he's pretty much always in the blue screen before he starts chatting. So I think he's still with the other net. When we see him pop in there, we'll get the alternate trivia question. So as usual, in this situation, what will happen is I'll start going through our check-ins. I'll get their answers to their comments for that. I'll get their answer for the primary question. And then when Alan comes online with us, then I will go back and recheck with all those people to get the answer for the alternate question. And the first person we have on our list today is K8YUG Josh. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? Oh, welcome back with the power, by the way.
KE8QKO, this is KE8YUG. Yeah, good to be here. Now I'm coming through the Newberry repeater, because I was hearing trouble there. Hopefully that sounded okay, but good to hear you, Nick. Yeah, great to be here. I'll start with the trivia. I'm going to go C. Charlie for the main one there. C. Charlie. But yeah, we got the power back a couple hours ago, and yeah, it was a crazy time while that was all going on, storm and everything. Never seen something like that. So I'm glad we made it, you know, it was safe. But yeah, it got a little hot there at times, a little humid, but we went to my parents' house, and they fed us well, and it was kind of fun, bouncing around and getting to hang out there. Got to see my brother, and then a lot of help charging up stuff as well. So that was good. And we went to a church picnic today, had some good food, and I got the grass mowed, so it was a good day, and the power's back. So, all right, yeah, I'll say back to Nest 73. This is KE8YUG.
All right, thank you, Josh. Yeah, glad you guys made it through okay. It's good that nobody gets hurt, and you had a little lifeboat by going to your parents. That's always good, too. Next, we're going to talk to your better half, KF8 ANS. Marie, how you doing, ma'am? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is KF8 ANS. Marie here. Hi, Nick. Good to hear you tonight. Good to hear you, and talk to you, too. So we weren't talking because we were, conserving better, which was good, but it's nice to finally talk to everyone. So hi to everyone. Hi to all my friends out there. We can finally say hello back to each other. It's very cool. The truth, before I forget, I'm going to go see Charlie. So yeah, woohoo, the power's back on, and it was kind of cool when it came on. All the neighbors were yelling and screaming, and Josh even peeked out the back door, and him and the neighbor said, woo, woohoo, very nice. So when the power did go out though, Tuesday, 4 p.m. or 4:15, I was making rice on the stove to make my famous burritos, I guess. Nick, Katie, SLG can testify that I make them pretty often for the food net on Wednesday, I guess. So I got to make the rice, and that was kind of it. The power went out, and Josh put me in the bathroom, put a blanket on my head, and, kept me safe and stuff, which was good. So we put the rice in the oven, kept it warm, and heated up some chicken and rice for dinner that night. We had that. That was good. Interesting to say we lived through a tornado. Kind of cool. We can talk about it, maybe laugh one day. One day. So no damage here, which was good, except for hearing the wind and stuff. I'm going to break. But it was good that we had no damage here at the house. We saw lots of trees down on people's houses and garages and power lines and stuff. Very interesting. We lost a little bit of food in the freezer, But thank goodness for Mom and Dad for saving our food from us. We brought it over there, and they fridged it up to that, so that was good. Very good. And I'll tell you what, I never loved the sound of the microwave beeping, that the power came back on. I remember looking at Josh, and I was like, did you hear that? Oh my gosh. Great noise, man. Also, the lights now, when we turn them on, they're very bright. I guess I was used to candlelight and flashlights, but it's nice to see and use the lights in all the rooms and stuff, so that's very good. And it's good talking to my friends. Again, I'll just say hi, because it's super fun, and I'm not used to it, but try radio now that we can. So, 73, everyone, this is KF8 ANS, back to net.
All right, thank you, Marie. Sounds like you guys had quite the ordeal. Glad you were able to be kept safe, and it didn't sound. That sounds like all in all things considered, you kind of came out without too much loss, so that's good. Yeah, no, I've never been in a power outage as long as you guys have. I know that when the power goes out, sometimes it goes out for an hour or two. It's weird, the noises in the house, even if you don't really have anything on. There's always some sort of something making a sound, and suddenly when the power goes out, there's nothing. It's just deafening quiet. And then when everything comes back on, you hear that. It's interesting. So I know what I've had that feeling, just not after the amount of time that you have, obviously. Thank you. Glad you guys are doing well. Glad you're on with us tonight. And, yeah, so this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're going through our check-ins to the BeaconNet. Our next check-in is K5CFY Ray. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? All right, nothing heard from Ray there. Perhaps he's not quite in yet. Looks like the American Airlines net folks are trickling in, and I see the infamous KI5DAY in the blue screen. So I'm going to call out to him. Alan, are you up there? Would you like to read the alternate trivia question for us?
W8WKY.
Hello, India 5, Delta Alpha Yankee, and Larry. The Rubber Chicken. We are on the air, yeah. If I'm coming through okay, I will read the trivia question over.
You're sounding just fine, sir.
Sweet beans and chicken rings. Okay, well, I've never said that before. Tonight's alternate trivia, yeah, what is that? Tonight's alternate trivia, let's try that. I've been a little tongue-tangled tonight, but we'll get past it. Here we go. Pay attention to this question. It's going to confuse the crap out of you, I'm sure. So here we go. If you were to hear someone say that they just saw tribal discontent, what would they be referring to? I will read that question again, then I'll read the answers. If someone was to say to you they just saw tribal discontent, what would they be referring to? Would it be A, just another band that KI5DAY played in? Would it be B, a PBS documentary about the early Native American land disputes? Would it be C, a rather large abstract artist painting of an isolated South American group that they weren't welcoming visitors and even to the point of attacking visitors? Or D, the Scottish Cornwallo bean clan's arguments about the family name Crest? Let me read those options one more time. Along with the question, if you were to hear someone say they just saw tribal discontent, what would they be referring to? Just another band that KI5DAY played in, a PBS documentary about the early Native American land disputes, that's B. C, a rather large abstract painting of isolated South American Indians who don't welcome unwanted visitors, even to the point of attacking them. Or D, the Scottish Cornwallo bean clan's arguments about the family name Crest. That was a lot. KI5DAY, back to you.
All right, thank you, Alan. I might have to think about that one. I have a guess, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's A, though, because that'd be awful rare to run into that single person, of all the millions of people in the country, or billions in the world. So, yeah, or billions in the country, too. But, yeah, anyway, population of the U.S., I don't even know. But, yeah, that's my joke there. So I'm going to think about that before I write down my answer. And thank you, Alan, for another fine question. Let's go up and talk to K8YEG to get his answer for the ultimate question.
K8QKO, this is K8YUG. Okay, yeah, for the alternate trivia, I'm going to go B Bravo. B Bravo. K8YUG, back to net.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Bravo. Let's go talk to Marie, KF8ANS, and get her alternate answer.
K8QKO, this is KF8ANS. For the alternate trivia, I'm going to go B Bravo. B Bravo. This is KF8ANS, back to net.
All right, thank you, ma'am. We also got you down as Bravo. And since all the other American Airlines check-ins were getting in here, let's see if K5CFY has made it in, and if he wants to give his comments for that. So, Ray, if you're out there, take it away. All right, hearing nothing from Ray. Perhaps he's not in there yet. You can recheck with us later. Next, we have W3ETV Eddie. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, first, let me say, that Josh and Marie, it's good to hear that you're safe and, got power. Being without power for a long period of time is an ordeal. We used to have power outages here in Annapolis and our area, and then they got the bright idea that they were going to bury all the power lines in our area, so that kind of stopped the trees from falling on them, but still, occasionally we'll have a tree limb that'll fall somewhere, and we'll be out without power for a brief period of time. In fact, the other day we were without power twice for just a few minutes, so I know what it's like because we have dealt with that ourselves in the past. We did lose some stuff in our freezer as well. And as far as the trivia questions go, I'm going to go with the main trivia question. I'm going to go with D because I think that they don't have a lot of tornadoes, not like some of the other answers. But A sounds like it might be too little amount. So we'll go with B for the main, and then for Alan's question, we'll also go with D. And that is what I'm going to say. W3TV, back to net.
All right, thank you, Eddie. You have your answers down there for Bravo and Bravo. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I've gotten some short power outages, nothing that long, so I can, I can't. Yeah, I can imagine what that would be like to have to deal with the food, saving it, and all that kind of stuff. But I appreciate you checking in there, sir. Our next, let's see, our next few stations here are in and out. I'm going to read through this list real quick. KC8EEY, KC8LYG, WB4AIZ, K4OG. Oh, Mark is in and out. Oh, well, I won't hear from Mark tonight. Too bad. I like talking to Mark, but he likes the pre-checks and not the regular net. And then we have K8MNT, was also in and out, and that takes us down to before the next station. I'm going to say this is K8QKO, and that's WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're going through check-ins to the BeaconNet. And our next station is KC3QND. Jeannie, how you doing, ma'am? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, good evening, everybody on net. Well, it's been a great weekend. It was a very nice weekend for Pedals on the Point. Pete and I, we went and helped with the radio supervision and kind of followed the riders along. They were fantastic. There were so many. I don't know how many, but the one number was 591 back of the shirt. So I'm thinking there might have been over 500 bikes. And for the multiple sclerosis, and Pete and I spent the whole day. We went and followed it from the beginning to the end. Ended up in Huron, and they had a beautiful end up there to the. They had some tents up and some stuff that they were selling to make extra money. It was just all in all, fine day with the weather, and we had no casualties, thank goodness. A few bicycles had flat tires, and some had to have some minor repairs, but it was mostly tire problems, and outside of that, it was good. I'm pause here. Okay, my answers to the trivia questions, I'm going to go with double Bravo tonight, so it's B&B, like bed and breakfast fits in. So with that, that's about all I got. This is KC3QND. Back to net control. Take it away.
right. Thank you, Jeannie. Glad you had fun on Pedals on the Point, and we got your answers down for Bravo and Bravo. Thank you for checking in with us there. It's good to hear you. And our next station, always here by popular demand, Aviate-MO Andy. Andy from Burton, Ohio. Take it away, sir.
K8QKO, this is AB8MO. Let's see if the cat wants to say anything. She was meowing about 30 seconds ago. Well, I think that's kind of bummer you lost your sexy radio voice there, Nick, but we're glad you're feeling better. So, here, we had a question pop up on the blue screen. I don't know, what country makes the most rubber chicken? That's a good question. I think it's the country of Akron, Ohio, because it's known as the rubber city. So of course they make all the rubber chickens in the world. So I think that's where Larry the rubber chicken needs to start his presidential campaign. So anyway, getting to the other trivia, I think letter C was 1600 for the main. I'm going to go with 1600. And I gotta go with letter A on the other one. What? Was that a band that Alan played in? Let's see where that. Let's see here. Letter A says just another band that KI5DAY played in. Okay, we'll go with that one. So anyway, lost power, got power back, then lost it for another 12 hours, and now it's back again. But yeah. Our internet is definitely down. It's not a lack of power from the router, that's for sure. So we tried the whole plug and unplug and plug in back in thing, and that little blue internet light is not on. So, well, it's a waiting game. But hey, we got our power back. That's what's important. And I get to go back to work tomorrow because my vacation is officially over. All right, I guess that's all I'm going to say for now. Back to you there, Just Nick. Or wait a minute, Nick at night. Oops. KAQKO and the Beacon Net. This is AB8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy. You have your answers down as Charlie at Alpha. You know what? Don't feel bad. It's good to throw Nick a compliment once in a while. I'm sure he appreciates it. And, I was going to say something else there, too, and it slipped my mind. It left my mind for a moment there. And I forget what I was... Oh, yeah, thank you for the saying I found better and lost my sexy radio voice. Yeah, it's back. My regular voice is back. My wife's regular voice is not, unfortunately. She's still not feeling well. She picked up... She said I shared with her, and she was upset that I shared with her. Like I said, I don't know where I got it, so... I didn't really like it really intentionally. If you lay next to me in bed, you're probably going to catch it. That's just how life works. But thank you, Andy. And our next station is KF8G. Brian, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Oh, not much. I don't have to work Monday, so I thought I'd check in. It's usually way too late for me, so... Oh, not much going on. I spent the Wednesday night at Octane Night. Well, that was a lot of fun. A lot of classic cars there, so really enjoyed that. But I got family in town. I got to see them a little bit. Down at Mid-Ohio Racetrack to help out a friend of mine with his race car, so pretty much my weekend. I got tomorrow off, too, so I think I'm going to go to Amish country and get something to eat at Mrs. Yoder's, but other than that, nothing else going on. I'll back to the drudgery of work on Tuesday. Oh, I can't wait. I'm sure they left me one heck of a mess. And with that, I'll turn it back to the net. KF8G.
All right, thank you, sir. Thanks for checking with us there. Glad you had fun at the car show. Yep, and enjoy the time off of work. Okay, next two stations here in and out. That's K8ZZR and WV3K. That takes us down to KF8BNF. Michael, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Here. For the two trivia, just went to B Bravo for both, so Bravo. Man, it was a beautiful day today. Spent the afternoon outside in the beautiful weather with church picnic, with plenty of food and good company. And I'm glad that everyone's getting their power back, and hopefully we don't get any more tornadoes. KF8 BNS, back to that.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, hopefully this tornado stay away. We got yours down as Bravo and Bravo. Also, I'm going to go back up. KF8G, Brian, looks like we don't have your trivia answers. Did you give those to us and we missed them, or what?
C and B, I could care less. KFAG.
All right, sir, thank you. Got the answers down for C and B. And our next station on my list is W8MPH, Jim. Or, I'm sorry, W8MPG, Jim. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, Nick. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. Great to hear everybody's getting their power back on. That's good. Last I checked, I think they said 4 confirmed tornadoes for that last storm for us. So glad everybody's getting back online. Trivia, I'm going to say Alpha and Bravo for the 2 trivia questions. And I stubbed my toe on a toolbox earlier tonight. It feels like it's swelling up. So we'll see what my toe is by the time I get up in the morning. That should be an adventure. Back to you, Nick. Everybody have a great night. W8MPG.
All right, thank you, Jim. Did we get your trivia answers?
I think so. Alpha and Bravo. Back to you, W8MPG.
All right, thank you. Yeah, sometimes they go in one ear and out the other with me, and my NetLogger gets them, and they update it right when I ask you. Yeah, those toe stubbings. I know the feeling. That hurts. Fuck, my feet stick out like, a few extra inches on either side, so I'm always kicking them on something. I know the feeling far too well. And next station here was In and Out, and that's KC8RVT. And that's, so here I'm going to identify real quick. This is KE8QKO on the WWQI repeater. 147, Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114, Mark 8. I'm going to check into the Beacon Net. My next check-in here is KE8QFT, Uncle Fred. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Okay. Hello, everybody. Oh, first of all, Charlie, for the trivias. I'm here watching the closing of the Olympics, the Olympic closing ceremony. Interesting, because I was hoping that they'd get back on boats and like when they came in. You'd had to watch the opening ceremonies to know what I'm talking about there. Let's see. Well, for those who lost the power, it's out for so long. I'm glad it's back. I heard last night or this morning there was still like tens of thousands of people out without power yet, and man, the words escape me as to the scope of that thing. Give me a minute here. I have a lot of material. Actually, that's just about all I have to say tonight, other than the Guardians did right the ship. The Guardians righted the ship and took 2 out of 4 from Minnesota, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a dogfight. Try to win that Central Division. Other than that, not much to say. I return it to net control. KE8QFT back to net control.
All right, thank you, Fred. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie. Glad you enjoyed your little sporting activities, and always happy to have you check in. Next station here is KI5 RFI Mac. How you doing, Mac? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, good evening, Nick, and all fellow BeaconNets there. I guess that's what you call them. Had a beautiful day here in northwest Arkansas, about 70, 75 degrees, cool, slightly overcast, beautiful, beautiful day, a lot better than last week when it was over 100, so we'll take it. My answers to the trivia questions, I'm going to go with Bravo and Bravo, and with that I'll turn it back to Net Control, KI5 RFI.
All right, thank you, Mac. Yeah, Bravo and Bravo, I got you in there. And, yeah, definitely a much cooler weekend for us here, too. We were never up in the hundreds, but it was a nice, cool, relaxing weekend. Got some work done outside in the yard, got some chores done around the house, caught up on things from being sick. So, yeah, it was a beautiful weekend. I can appreciate that. Next, we have KC8FQV. Mark, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? Kilo Charlie 8, Foxtrot, Quebec, Victor. Mark, are you out there? Do you have traffic for the BeaconNet?
Yeah, all right. KCFQV coming through Newberry tonight. And, well, I'm going to say B on the main one and C on the alternative. So it's BC, and we welcome them back as they get back online. But, well, there should be a lot of new stuff out, I would hope, the electric company would be putting in. And, of course, the electrical system, 3 phases, so certain things could be on and other things not on. You may have power at the house, but maybe not TV. Or that because it uses power and they're on a different circuit or in a different part of town and they ain't got that equipment powered yet. And they just ran out of battery juice. A lot of that is supported on batteries these days. You know, battery technology got a lot better. I remember back in the days when it was first put in, they had lead-acid batteries, and they said you can get out there and take care of the problem pretty quick. And normally, if it was out anyways, you wouldn't have it anyways. But now all this technology with batteries and that we know about, they can support a lot longer. But that was a long time out. So, but welcome back and get them all back in. So we'll send it back to Net Control, but I'll say B and C for the trivia. Main is B, alternative C, KCFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answers down there for Bravo and Charlie. Thanks for checking with us there, sir. Next station here is K6KJV Kevin. I think I know what his answers will be, but we'll reach out to Kevin anyway and get his comment for the net. Take it away, sir.
Hello, Nick and Knight and everybody else on the net, the rest of the crew. And this is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California. And I see Alan's trying to take and stump me or get me all shook up in the blue screen, but I ain't looking at it no more. Okay, well, yeah, my answers are going to be, as usual, double D's, Delta and Delta. And, because as the motto says, you can never go wrong with a Cornwaldo bean. So with that, I'm going to keep it short tonight, and back over to you from K6KJV.
thank you, Kevin. Got your answers down there for Double D. And have a great night, sir. Looks like we have one of our net control stations about to wrap it up and go to bed, so we're going to call out to him real quick before he does that. KD8 EPC, Dustin, if you're out there and you want to get into the net before you go to sleep, go ahead and come on back.
All right there, Nick. Well, thanks for getting to me. Yeah, dozing off over here. It's been a long weekend there and a long few days work and just summer activities and stuff. So there you go. Get me down for, oh boy, I'm going to go with double D's also for my answers tonight. So there you go. Not much else to report here. So with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control. Have a great evening, everybody, and we'll catch you all Wednesday night. This is KD8PC. Back over to Net Control.
All right, thank you, Dustin. Seems to become a popular answer. So, yeah, get some rest there, good sir, and enjoy your day tomorrow. Okay, my next station to talk to here is KC0LRM Kelly. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Okay, QKO. Hey, thanks for getting me in there, Nick. Get my trivia answers out of the way. I think for the first main trivia, I'm going to go C, and I think for the alternate, I'm going to go A, because I've not heard anybody do that yet, and but I just want to say that I didn't know that Balfame made a musical instrument, so thank you. With that, back to you. Thanks for running that. Everybody have a good evening.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answers down for Bravo and Alpha. Before I go to my next station, I'm going to identify. This is KE8QKO on the WWQA repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Our next station is KI5 TAQ. Taco Tim. How you doing, Tim? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good afternoon, or I should say good evening there. This is KI5 TAQ. And I'll just, for my trivia question, I'm going to go with, for both of them questions, I think I'm going to go with BB. Bravo and Bravo. And, of course, I'm just enjoying the night. Had an excellent day today. Not too hot today here in the Tulsa area. So, all I could say is, I'll enjoy the rest of the night and be ready for another work week. Oops, I said a bad word. I said play week. Next thing I know, someone's going to be playing Balfangs. You all take care. This is KI5 TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got transfers down there from Bravo and Bravo. Yep, another work week coming up. That is what it is. I don't know, I want to say it's a dirty word. At least we get paid for it, you know. My dad used to tell me, but son, you're never really going to love your job. You can like what you do, but you're never really going to love it. Because if you did, it wouldn't be called work. All right, our next station here is KF5 ADE Nickelodeon. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for Beacon Net tonight?
Pretty good, not too bad. It's very warm down here, so warm. I've been trying to work on my patio, cleaning it up, and I've had one little minor setback after another. So, and then the heat, of course, is just so right over the top that I just like not really giving up, but it's in advance for a little bit. Could you go ahead and read me the question for the trivia? I've already looked at the one for alternate, and I really like the question for those answers, but I don't know the main trivia, so could you read it, please? Over.
Absolutely, Nick. We'll actually read both of them just in case there's anybody else out there that wants to check in. Since you're at the bottom of my list, I'll be taking check-ins when you're done. And if anybody out there that has not heard the questions and wants to hear them and wants to check in when it's your turn and I call for it, then you can hear them now. Let's go up and talk to KAVZA. Eric, get the primary question read for us.
QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with the reread of the main trivia question. So tornadoes are a hot topic up here in Ohio right now. So the U.S. has the most tornadoes of any country in the world. How many tornadoes does the U.S. average per year? Your options are Alpha, 800, Bravo, 1,200, Charlie, 1,600, or Delta, 2,000. KE8VZA, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go on and talk to KF5DAY to get the alternate question read for us. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY, thank you very much, Nick. Yeah, here we go. Tonight's alternate trivia question. Oh boy, it's easy for me to read. If you were to hear someone say that they just saw tribal discontent, what would they be referring to? I'll reread that. If you were to hear someone say they just saw tribal discontent, what would they be referring to? Would they be referring to A, just another band that KI5DAY played in, B, a PBS documentary about the early Native American land disputes, C, a rather large abstract artist painting of isolated South American Indians who don't welcome unwanted visitors, even to the point of attacking them, or D, the Scottish Cornwaldoline clan's arguments about the family name crest. Ooh, KI5DAY, back to the net. Ooh.
All right, thank you for another fine question there, Alan. Let's go down and talk to KF5ADE and get his answers to the trivia. So, Nick, take it away.
All right. Well, I'm going to do this a little backwards. I'm going to play with Alan's alternate trivia question because I really like the A answer, but the Cornwaldoline clan did realize they were Scottish, but being Irish myself, I'm definitely going to go with B on that answer because Scots, Irish, yeah, they're all a bunch of kilts. So what can you say? You're going to have discontent even within their family. So we're going to go with D, and I guess I'm going to go ahead and go with D on the main one as well. So we're going to go with a double D for Dustin, who has dived off the end and headed out. So, all right, that's the way it goes. Double D for me. Other than that, we're doing good. I'm kind of wondering if Sandy's going to pop in here or not. She talked about it, or we talked about it on the phone before the net. So, have a good day. Thank you much. It's good to get in here. KF5AD, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. Got your answers down there for double D. All right, this is KEQK on the WWQ repeater. I'm at the bottom of my list of check-ins, ready to take some more. Anyone out there who would like to check in the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo 7, Radio Alpha November. Kilo 7, Romeo November, Randy in Salt Lake City.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5 RBG, Shannon in Tulsa.
Okay, I'm going to take it right there. We had 3 stations check in. I got 2 of the call signs. The first station I had, I did not get their call. She got doubled on, but it was a female. So, ma'am, if you're out there and you tried to check into the Beacon Net, could you come back with your call sign one more time?
Yes, sir. KC5, SYC, Kansas.
All right, gotcha in there, Miss Sandy. Thank you, ma'am. Then I had K7, RAN. Then I had KC5, Real Big Guns. Is there anyone else out there that would like to check in the beacon net? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go up and talk to Miss Sandy, KG5SYC. Go ahead and take it away.
KG5SYC and we're doing good. Spent pretty much the day outside with the grandkids and the kids and some of their friends, and watched the little ones play and jump and have a good time. And then came in and played a little bit on my game and talked to the other half, and now I'm on here. And so there you go. Trivia. Well, let's see. The main seat, I'm going to go with D. And for Alan, I'm going to go with C.
All right, thank you. You're pretty scratchy. I'm guessing you're hitting the repeater on RF, as I kind of know about where you are. Oh, it looks like we got you as Delta and Delta. Can you confirm that's correct?
No, negative. Bravo and Charlie.
All right, got it, ma'am. Bravo and Charlie. Thanks for the correction. Yeah, like I said, I'm guessing you're probably hitting the repeater on RF, which is pretty good from where you are, because I know that that can be quite the jaunt from there into the repeater, especially if you're on a handheld. So, fine business, Miss Sandy. Fine business. Good to hear you in there. And, yeah, we're going to go on to our next station, which there seems to be some confusion about the call sign. So I'm going to read out what I have, and then see if that's correct. And if it's wrong, then it might be what my NetLogger has. But I have K7 RAN Kilo 7 Romeo Alpha November. Is that the correct call?
Yeah, that is the correct call. Kilo 7 Romeo Alpha November. The name is Randy, and I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. So, hello. Just listening to the net. Don't know. I think I'm going to guess the first question. It sounds like the name of a band, so I'm going to say that that's KI5DAY's old band. Anyway, thanks for letting me check in, K7RAN.
All right, you know what, sir, I was kind of paying attention. I heard Alpha for the alternate question, but I did not hear the primary question. Can you come back with that again, please?
Okay, I didn't give an answer to the primary question because I didn't think about it. I was half listening to that.
All right, I appreciate that. Yeah, we've got a bit going on. We have a chat window that goes open and the log and all that stuff, so I tend to get distracted easily. Would you like to come back with the answer for the primary question? Or do you need it repeated?
I think I need it repeated then.
Not a problem. We can do that. KE8VZA, Eric, can you repeat the primary question, please?
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA, back with the main trivia question. The U.S. has the most tornadoes of any country in the world. How many tornadoes does the U.S. average per year? Your options are Alpha, 800, Bravo, 1200, Charlie, 1600, or Delta, 2000. KE8VZA, back to net control.
Okay, K7RAN. I'm going to guess D for Delta.
right, thank you, sir. Get your answer down for D for Delta. Thanks for picking that up. I expected Eric to read that a little bit slower. I was refilling my water. I heard him going pretty quick. I'm like, I better get back to my seat. Thanks for checking with us there, Randy. Appreciate it. And next we have KC5, Real Big Gun, Shannon. How you doing, sir? I know what your answer is going to be, but how you doing? What do you have for the net tonight?
W8WKY.
Well, I have some good news, KC5RBG. I got my Windows pass-through moved over from my old window to my new window where my shack is. And this is the first radio I've got to set up, so I'm pretty happy about that. It feels good. It feels really good to have a radio set up. And I got so many more to go. But right now I'm fighting with Anderson power poles, and they're not going to beat me. I'm determined in my fight. So, yeah, with that, I'm going to go back to my tribal discontent and give them a mohawk. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless on 73. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Shannon. Yeah, with those power poles, I found a good crimper makes all the difference. So hopefully it works out for you. You get all that sorted out. And this is KAQKO, back at the bottom of our list of check-ins to the BeaconNet. If there's anyone out there who'd like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Well, nothing heard there. Let's go up and talk to our net control team. KE8VZA, Eric, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for us tonight?
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA here. Don't have a whole lot. Did some laps at the rec center a couple times last week. That was nice. And what else? Here at the QTH, we did not lose power, which was very nice. And over at work, we did lose power, and they brought in two 2,000 kilowatt mobile generators and hooked them up so we could run production machinery. I've still been working at home and don't know what the status of the office area is there, and frankly don't care. So I'm kind of enjoying working at home for a change because I know they're going to draw me back in here eventually. So that's good, and I had a great weekend, and I had a good friend of mine from high school over Saturday night, and we reminisced and got caught up. That was very nice. Grilled some burgers and bratwurst, and that's about it. So I'm going to go for the alternate trivia question. I'm going to go with Delta. Yeah, I think the Cornwaldo beans are probably still arguing about their family crest. So anyway, KE8VZA back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. We'll get you down for single D for Delta. Yeah, it sounds like you had a pretty good weekend. And I'll tell you, I'm a big proponent of working from home. I love it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't want to go back to an office if I have to. If I can't find any other job, if I need to find a job, and I have to go back to an office and a location to work, I'd do it. But I really, really don't want to. I really like working from home. So, anyway, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And our next station here is KD8SLG. Just Nick. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Nick, and all the Beacon Netizens. You sound great, Nick. It's good to hear you sounding like you again. Let's start with trivia. Double D's for me. Delta Delta. Thank you all very much. Had a very lax radio weekend for a change, and it was nice. Still wrapping it up. Coming week's going to be full. ClubNet on Thursday night. Hope to see a bunch of you there, you Sarah Club members. You don't have to be a member to go to the club meetings, so just show up. But we do meet for dinner at Casa Nuestra down the street at 5 o'clock-ish. A little Mexican food before we get started. Always a good time. And then we have the club picnic on Sunday, just a week from today. Burgers are burnt, dogs are burnt, sausages are burnt, and it looks like we're going to have a cornhole tournament this year, so get on the webpage and sign up, w8wky.org. KD8SLG, back to net control. Thanks, Nick.
All right, yeah, sounds like you have a busy week as well. I'm also having a busy week. I don't have a ClubNet on Thursday. I have a club meeting on Thursday. The ClubNet, I think, is on Tuesday. Maybe you're at a different club. I don't know. What do I know? Anyway, thanks for checking in with us there, Nick. Got you down for Double D. I think our next two stations are in and out, but I'm going to call for Josh anyway. If he's out there, and let him check in. If not, then I'll just put them both down as in and out. W8HRF, if you're out there and you want to come back with your comments for the net, go ahead and take it away. All right, nothing heard there. Sunday nights are busy times for the Josh and Lucy show. So Lucy, K8YUK, is probably also not with us. And we'll hear from them on Wednesday, I'm sure. And our next station, KI5DAY, Alan. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for that tonight?
Thank goodness for the Timex lady, KI5DAY. Man, I was not ready for you to call me. Eric and I were having a very unintelligent conversation in the blue screen, but I thought it was pretty funny. But anyways, yeah, all is good, man. It's been a busy weekend. It's been a lot of fun. I was telling Tim and Becca earlier in the American Airlines Net blue screen that I'm looking very forward to work tomorrow because I won't be there. Hi. But we did have one of our guys, Greg, AI5HB. He's like a tech guru kind of guy. He's working hard toward getting us on Allstar NetLink. I said that completely wrong. Allstar and Echolink, yeah. And matter of fact, he's dealing with the final stage of that, which will be getting the cable in and going to hook it all up. So he's trying to get that done. We had a couple roadblocks, but I think we've managed to get by them thanks to him. So hopefully pretty soon we'll be doing that Allstar Echolink thing on the AA net. But man, I'm tired as the dickens, but I'm so glad I'm off tomorrow, so that's great. Let me let this drop. That was right on time for the repeater ID. So one little thing I did Friday, though, for experimental purposes was pretty neat. I went outside with my battery pack and hooked up my antenna for experimental. I took a 10-foot tripod, and at the top of it there's an L bracket that has a coax connector that allows you to connect to a ham stick. I took a 40-inch ham stick and took a grounding cable, a 12-gauge copper wire grounding cable, grounded it down to the ground to a Faraday blanket, just a 48-inch by 100-and-something-inch Faraday blanket, and just connected it with alligator clamps and a 12-gauge wire. And the antenna was sitting at about 14 feet, and I used about 10 feet of grounding wire and LMR 400 flex line, and I was running 95 watts on a Yaesu FT891, and I was talking all over the eastern part of the U.S., so didn't get to spend a lot of quality time with it, but I'm going to hopefully have some time to do that again tomorrow, and it works quite well, and instead of having to run ground radio, so that was pretty cool. And my main trivia answer is going to be C. With that, I'm done. KI5DAY and Larry, the rubber chicken, back to net.
All right, take on. Sounds like a pretty fun experiment. Let us know how it works out for you going forward. And did I catch your primary trivia answer?
W8WKY.
Wow, I started saying my primary. My primary trivia answer is going to be Charlie C. KI5DAY.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answer down as Charlie. And my answers are going to be Charlie and Bravo. Yeah, I had a pretty uneventful weekend myself, though. It was mostly just we had to go to Sam's Club and buy a bunch of things that we were kind of out of, and then getting some yard work done and just doing stuff around the house. That's it for me. But after being sick all last week, and then the week before when we went camping, right when I started to get sick, and the week leading up to it, I hadn't had a chance to really. We didn't have a lot of groceries and things like that in the house. So I did all that, squared all that away this weekend. But yeah, that's it for me. Nothing fancy for this guy. Okay, this is KEQK on the WWKY repeater. Gone through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net, and I'm going to see if we have any more out there. So we'll do one more round of check-ins here before we go up and get our answers for the trivia. So if anyone's out there and you want to answer the trivia, you can say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically along with your name and location. All right, not sure what that was. Didn't get a call sign, so somebody just keyed up, and I'm guessing that was, I don't know, just somebody keying up. So let's go up and talk to K8VZA Eric and get the answer for our primary question.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA back here with the main trivia question answer. So how many tornadoes does the U.S. average per year? And the answer is Bravo, 1,200. With an average of 1,200 tornadoes annually, the U.S. leads the world in the most tornado activity, according to NOAA's National Center for Environmental Information. Most occur in the spring and the summer, with a few in the winter. Ample moisture moving across the U.S. along with weather patterns causing winds to change help provide the right ingredients for tornado occurrences. Anyway, there you have it, 1,200 average per year in the U.S., most in the world. KE8VZA back to net control.
All right, thank you for another fine question there, Eric. I got wrong. That happened. Let's go talk to KI5DAY and get the answer for our alternate question. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY returning. Yeah, great net as always. I really enjoyed the Beacon Net. You guys put on a funny show, and it's a lot of fun, and glad to be part of it. So tonight's alternate trivia question was, if you were to hear someone say they just saw tribal discontent, what would they be referring to? Well, the overwhelming answer was B. Everybody seemed to have thought it was a PBS documentary about early Native American land disputes. Well, I'm very clever with that answer because that is the wrong answer. Nor is it anything to do with South American Indians in a painting, nor is it anything to do with, believe it or not, the Scottish Cornwall beans. The actual answer is it was a band called Tribal Discontent that I played drums in and sang backup vocals. And the band consisted of 3 white dudes, a black guy, and a Mexican. So we all had different varying tastes of music, and believe me, completely different varying tastes of music. And we wound up becoming like a grunge ska band, and it was just kind of a mixture of ska, grunge, and metal with a little bit of blues licks every now and then. And it was quite the fiasco, but it all fell apart at some point. And thanks to one guy's actions, and when it did, it was pretty frustrating because we were doing well at the time. But anyways, enough of that nonsense. So if you picked A, tribal discontent, the 2 people that did, I believe, are 3 or however many. That is the correct answer. KI5DAY, back to you.
All right, Thank you, Ellen. Another fine alternate trivia question. I'm not sure how many people would have. Could you even Google that? Or is it Googleable? So you didn't. Maybe that's why you didn't say no Googling. That could be it. But all right, thank you, Ellen. Thank you for another fine alternate trivia question. And this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater. 147 Mark 390, positive off of a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're going to do one more round of check-ins or rechecks before we close this thing down. So if you're out there, you'd like to check in or recheck, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, we haven't heard anything there. So, on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8VZA, KD8SLG, KD8EPC, KF5DAY, W8HRF, and K8YUK, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WWKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496 at Echolink WAWKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WWKY repeater every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sunday. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time, 73 all.
W8WKY. 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 W8WKY, repeater PL1 14.8. W8WKY. W8WKY.